What's up guys, Ruxin34 back here with another video, and today I have one package which contains some pretty big stuff, and then I also am going to talk a little bit about scammers and how to not get scammed when buying cards and other collectibles and stuff like that. Because I've seen a lot of people recently, and just over the last year that, I got scammed out of $500, $700, and it's like, it shouldn't ever happen. We've all been scammed probably at some point, but if you do it the right way, you should always be safe and purchase, safely. So first we're going to open up this mail, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So this is pretty cool. Some big time stuff in here, so I'm pretty excited about this. There should be 6 cards. You might have a hint from the background what's going on here. Alright, so I can't put them face down because there's 2 per top loader, so here we go. Power Bond Ultimate Rare, Cybernetic Revolution, Overload Fusion, Power of the Duelist Ultimate Rare. So let's check these out real quick. I think Power Bond was lightly played according to the seller. It had a little corner problem, I think, was the problem. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, other than that, pretty good actually. Okay, let's see if I can. Do I have sleeves? Oh my goodness! Don't be this guy. Don't be the guy without sleeves. Don't worry, I'm not. I got more right here. Okay. So I got one sleeve. There's always the people that are opening first edition, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh packs. Like, oh yeah, I don't have any sleeves with me. So they're just setting their cards and I'm like, are you serious? Come on. You're opening a first ed pack and you aren't ready. So kind of weird. So I got a Power Bond. That's pretty sick. Light play. I don't know if I'm going to hang on to that because I don't really collect light play cards. But that kind of came in the lot. So not really a lot, but it was just kind of a deal we made. So that might be for sale, I'm not sure. Here we go with the Overload Fusion. I'd say it's near mint. It's not perfect. But, another thing. Near mint does not mean perfect. That's what people need to figure out. If you say near mint, you mean near mint. PSA grades a PSA 7 as near mint, and I would think, PSA 7, that's horrible. It's still near mint. 7 or 8 quality is near mint, so people need to figure that out when they're buying and selling. If you buy something that's near mint, and you're like, oh man, this is not near mint. It's probably near mint. Unless there's a ding or a huge scratch or something like that, or it's bent, let's be realistic here, it's a 7 or 8 quality. Mint is a 9, so you got to remember that. So here we go. Here are the next 2. Cyber End Dragon, Cyber Dragon. So yeah, these are pretty big. I think Cyber Dragon, he was trying to call it very light play near mint. I thought it was more like light play, but he gave me a pretty good price, so I was like, whatever. Let's see if we can see it. Where was there was a little ding in it somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I've had this little pinhole ding. I've only ever seen it on a card twice. And it's been 2 separate Cyber End Dragons. So I don't know if this is a thing. Actually, this does look pretty good, actually. He might be right. I can't call. Okay, back to the near mint thing. I don't think something with a pinhole dent, it might get a 7. So it's close. I would say very light play, between 6 and 7, in my opinion. So yeah, he was actually, I think his description was pretty good. But yeah, the pinhole dent is really hard to decide. Is that, how much damage does that count as? It's just kind of ugly. That's the sad part. The thing is, that's pretty hard to see, so that's nice. Then we got Cyber Dragon. Ultimate Rare. There's a little bit of stuff right there, but pretty clean for the most part. Near mint for sure. I think I just hit the mic, so sorry about that. So that's pretty beautiful right there. So nice. I just sold my Cyber Dragon because I had to buy this lot. As you can tell, not cheap, just by the first 4 cards you've seen. Here come the last 2. 2 more Cyber Dragons. So I got a play set of Ultimate Rare Cyber Dragons. All first edition. One I think is supposed to be lightly played. Wow, look at this one. Okay, there's a little bit of stuff there. This one's pretty nice. It's off-centered, so this might get in. This would probably get an 8 if I graded it, which I probably won't. But maybe I will, for like $8. Because if it gets an 8, it's not going to go over the bulk fee, I don't think. This should be the lightly played one. Oh, I can't remember what was wrong with the lightly played one. There was a corner, maybe? Okay, this one looks pretty good, so... Okay, I may have missed. Let me know which one was light played. It might have been the first one. I think there was a corner problem on one of them. I can't remember though. But overall, really nice. So awesome lot. I'm probably not going to keep all 3 of these because I can't. I gotta pay off some of this because it was expensive. Even though it was a great deal for the cards. But yeah. So I'm probably not going to... The worst condition one's probably going to be for sale. Probably this too. I got to keep this because I sold mine and I regretted it. So I'm going to keep that one. It's actually nicer than I thought, so that's great. Yeah, so let's get into the second part of the video. Now that we've kind of seen what I bought. Scamming. So I bought this from a guy on Facebook. He was referred to me by a guy that I trust and he's known in the community and stuff like that. But let's say he wasn't. Let's say I found this guy at a chance or whatever. The first thing you need to do when you're buying from somebody, you need to first ask for his references. And most people do this. They ask for their references. But a lot of people will not follow up with the references. You have to follow up. You have to message the people they told you to message. And then you have to wait for them to reply. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm sure it's fine. He mentioned this big name guy in the community. I'm sure this guy's legit. No, you message the guy. You wait, even if it takes him a day, 2, however long it takes for the references to answer. You gotta wait. You gotta figure it out. So then they'll tell you, and yeah, I did a transaction, but make sure they bought from the guy, not they sold to the guy. Yeah, sure, buying from somebody and it going well is good, but if you haven't bought from the guy, like scammers buy stuff too. So he might have bought in a legit way and then scammed somebody, by selling. So you need to make sure they bought from them as well. So that's the first thing you need to do. You need to follow up with the references and you need to make sure. And then you also need to make sure their references are legit because there are some accounts who will refer their other accounts. They'll have like 4 or 5 other accounts. The known scammer Jacob Bowman, or whatever his name is, he does this all the time. He has like 6, 7 accounts. He refers his other accounts, and then if you text them or message them, they're going to say, yeah, this guy's super legit because it's just him. So you need to follow up with the references. You make the references are legit. So if it's like a big name guy and he says he's legit, then you're probably good. So after that, this is the most important part to not getting scammed. PayPal. You only pay through PayPal. Anything else, there's no buyer protection. You can't pay through Cash App, Venmo, all that stuff. Do not use that because that's just sketchy because you can't pay through goods and services or anything like that. Do not do that. Use PayPal. It's much safer. The PayPal will win you the case. If it's hard to lose a PayPal case if you're legit buying and you get scammed. So use PayPal. Then secondly, either pay goods and services or pay with a credit card / credit line, something like that. Like PayPal credit, a credit card like American Express or Visa or whatever you have. If you don't have a credit card, use goods and services. You're going to have to tack on an additional 2.9% plus 30 cents, I believe. So you have to pay a little more, which I know when you're super cheap, I used to be super cheap too. You're like, I don't want to pay that extra money. You want to pay the extra money. It's going to end up being a couple of dollars, and you're completely protected. You get all the protection, and you can call PayPal and be like, I didn't get my stuff. And or you don't even have to call them. You go to the resolution center and click, didn't receive my item or whatever. And they'll get you your money back. So pay the goods and services fee or use a credit card. If you use a credit card, you can pay friends and family, because a lot of people like friends and family, so they don't have to pay their taxes. So a lot of people like friends and family, so you can give them friends and family, and you can pay with your credit card. And if they scam you, you can charge back to their credit card. So very important to remember, pay the safe way. Do not pay friends and family with no credit card. Don't pay through your bank account and friends and family. Do not do that. It's not smart. Finally, after you've paid, you're going to want to, if you feel sketched out or you feel like you're getting scammed, you're going to want to have evidence. So you're going to screenshot your conversation with the seller and stuff like that. If it's on Facebook, if it's on Instagram, if it's, he texted you, whatever. Take screenshots so you can send it to PayPal. Then when you receive your packages, even if you're not like a YouTuber or anything like that, video yourself opening the package, because that's clear evidence. If I've had somebody send me like 20 random commons instead of like a $300 card before. So you want to video yourself opening it so they see, show the address of the guy, and then flip it over, and then rip it open, pull out the cards, and go over them. And then if it's like the wrong thing or it's damaged, you have it on video. You have evidence. You show your conversation where the guy said, "Oh, this is a mint card," and he sent you a played card, and PayPal is going to give you your money back. So if you do all that stuff, you cannot get scammed. But people like to skip steps. They like to not check references. They like to pay friends and family to save themselves $5. Whatever. Do your due diligence with that kind of stuff, and you'll be protected. So I kind of wanted to say that because I've seen 10, 20, 30 people getting scammed out of hundreds of dollars, like big time money. So you don't want to see that. So take this stuff into account. I'm sure most of you do this already, but some people do not. So if you don't do this, make sure you do. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. This is pretty nice right here. I like it. That's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the mail opening, and I hope the scammer and how to pay talk kind of helped you guys out. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.